Hello and welcome to a special New Year's episode of the Foundry Roundtable, the podcast exclusively covering the Foundry for Star Trek Online. And it's only sort of, special New Year's because New Year's is actually, New Year's Eve is tomorrow, not today. So, unless you're one of our, Australian friends who lives permanently in the future.
So basically Zorbane.
Yeah.
Yay!
No, not Zorbane.
Baz.
He's Canadian.
Oh, he's
Baz.
Canadian? Oh, Bazag. Yeah. Damn it. The other one with a Z. I'm sorry.
The show is rated R tonight. No, not really.
Well, no.
R for ridiculous?
Damn it.
Yes, R for ridiculous.
I can do that. I can do that one.
Star Trek can survive with PG-13 for all these years, so can we.
I mean, hey, damn it. Hey, Picard said it, so.
If Jack Bauer can say it, then we can say it on this show.
Oh. So, anyway.
Obviously, we have the usual crew here. I am Drogan1701, and we have Duncan, Greendragoon, and Markhawkman.
Hello.
Hey.
And what we're going to do tonight is play a mission. I kind of joked around earlier this week is when we first decided to do a mission live play tonight. I said, let's do either PAX or Admiral Aaron because they both have new missions. And I said, let the bribery commence. And Pax said, I'm not going to be around, so do mine another night. And yet he is in the chat room and Admiral Aaron is off somewhere. That's the irony. But we're still going to go ahead and do Admiral Aaron's because it's obviously much more fun to, just completely tear it apart when he's not here.
Yeah.
Which, of course, we won't because I'm sure it's pretty good.
Yep.
Obviously, prepare yourself for Admiral Aaron's, eccentricities. He has quite a unique style and, some humor and lots of cameos from people in the community.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to play Extinction, is his latest mission, which is a follow-up to Invictus, which I happen to have played, so that's good. And then before we start, we should talk about his contest that he's doing. So, Duncan.
So, Admiral Aaron is running a contest. Details are linked off on his Twitter account. And most people here are probably going to be following that one. So anyway, with this contest...
The main post is on the forum.
Yeah. All you have to do is just play Extinction and leave a review with your @handle attached, with the one that you would want to have enter into the contest. What Aaron's going to be doing is from that at the conclusion of the contest, which is at some point January 13th at 10 o'clock Eastern, he will run a random number generator to assign winners based on those @handles that have reviewed Invictus. And he's going to draw 5 prizes, and the winners will be mailed those prizes. These include bunches of lockbox keys, special requisition packs for Tier 5 ships, Kelvin duty officers, and the grand prize, a temporal science vessel. So, yay! So again, that's just play Invictus, leave a review, and I guess the only caveat, if you leave a troll review, you won't be considered. So.
Like what levels of troll are we talking?
Review, you don't deserve it. So
yeah.
Or what if it's slightly trolly?
Oh.
I think Admiral Aaron is someone who will appreciate a funny review. That's for sure.
Okay.
So the other thing before we start tonight is that we all decided to bring our original Star Trek Online characters, the very first ones we made, or at least, in my case, it's the very first one. I don't know if you guys have had others that you had and deleted before these
I don't
ones.
Delete characters.
Neither
I
do
actually
I
got
much, but-
highly annoyed when they erased my Tribble Foundry character from existence.
But it's Tribble.
Yeah,
It's meant to be
Tribble's gone
erased.
through several wipes, yeah.
I can actually only think of one, but well, I
Just
haven't
about every
really-
time they do an expansion.
Mm.
Well, mine is a character that I made in early access. Even though I had the pre-order join Trill, that was not available in early access, so I had to make a regular Trill. So that's this character.
Yeah, that's why my first character was not a join Trill either. So I made an alien.
I'm bringing a human. It was the first character I made shortly after the free-to-play release.
I actually, when I first started playing the game, the race that I was most interested in playing was the Orions. So I made an alien character to look like an Orion. Or so I thought. Then after I made the character, I realized that the character had pink trill spots on the sides of her face. And some weird red mark on her forehead that I didn't notice when I was doing the character creator. I'm not sure how that happened. So I decided that instead of being an Orion, she was an Orion Creosian hybrid, and she works for Starfleet.
I can just see it now. I was like, had a wild night, ended up with this tattoo.
We also have an interesting variety of ships here. I've got the T6 Intrepid. You've got Dragoon, the T6 Defiant. Duncan's got the T6 NX, and Mark has got the Orgon Cruiser.
Carrier,
yeah. All right, so let's see. I've gone ahead and picked up the mission. So Dragoon, if you want to do that and read off the opening panels there.
Okay. Of course, the Foundry window resets when you close it. There we go. Extinction is the conclusion to the Invictus Foundry mission from Admiral Aaron, previously on Foundry mission Invictus. At the end of Invictus, the players encounter Admiral Aaron while battling Kazon raiders in NGC 6611 of the Delta Quadrant. The Admiral requests the player to accompany him on a rescue mission not sanctioned by Starfleet. Accept. Your orders are to follow Admiral Aaron to the Kiana system as he has requested. Ascertain his objectives in the Delta Quadrant and report back to Starfleet. Starfleet Command out. Mission difficulty. Mission is difficult. Minimum level 50. Mission starts in the Kiana system, located in the Delta Quadrant. Heavy combat in space and ground. Medium amount of plot to read. Options to skip text dialogue. Intended to be played solo. We're going to break that one. In a team, expect double the enemies. Bring science engineering.
Only double.
Quadruple, potentially, in space.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it quite scales up like that, but yeah, it will get more difficult the more
in some cases, yeah.
Average playtime is 55 plus minutes. And we have heavy emphasis on the plus because we will go through this slowly.
It's a little slower when you read dialogue. So,
all right, understood. Foundry mission Invictus takes place in the timeline between Midnight and Ragnarok. So in between, like the end of the Iconian War and the start of the Temporal Cold War. Oh, I guess Ragnarok is the end of the Temporal Cold War.
Yeah.
Yeah. So during that arc. Yeah.
For those following on social media roleplay of Admiral Aaron, this Foundry author, I wish to inform you some of the events depicted in this Foundry mission extension took place in 2016. Because his missions are based off of his RP character. Due to the customized map on the Foundry, it is possible for a bridge crew to get lost. They will join you when you respawn. There are moving walls in the mission. If a team, please stay close together. Duly noted. The mission is designed for solo play. If Playing in a team, expect double the amount of damage to son. He said that already. Wow, this thing has a lot of disclaimers.
Yeah, I clicked through like a dozen pages of stuff.
With the launch of the new season expansions, aspects of this mission may affected. If you do encounter bugs, please report them, and I will do my best to fix them. With lighting updates, aspects of the missions may be affected. If you do encounter bugs, I suggest disabling lighting 2.0 to play this mission. One of the options is blame Primar. In parentheses, inside joke.
Do it.
Always blame Primer.
Oh, here we go. Who wants to play Admiral Aaron?
I don't have the dialogue.
Oh, okay. Trying to remember what he sounds like. Well, I have come. Yeah. Well, can I have your answer? First name?
See that, so you got it.
Admiral, I'm not prepared to give you an answer just yet. We should discuss your proposal in person. Agreed. Beam aboard the yacht Perdition. Understood. All right.
That should be the end of it, I think, right?
Yep. All right. Okay. Sir, the Perdition has suffered significant damage. I'm detecting electrical fires on the bridge. Decks 2 through 5. I suggest we bring an away team with you. Energize.
Energize.
Who's sneaking a Jagora into this mission?
Well, it's a elaborately designed costume, so you take a guess.
That's a Tellarite outfit.
No, that's just the top part.
It's pretty good, actually.
It's called kit bashing.
Costume bashing?
As in, when you use those kits in those ways, cryptic devs want to bash you in the head.
Yep. So,
doesn't that kind of just make all of the Foundry kit bashing then?
Yep.
No, it's actually, of course, probably the other way around. They see, the crazy things that we do with their costumes, and like, wow, that is cool.
Did you listen to Kale when Tim and Kaiserin were doing their live stream of their official cryptic costume contest?
I did not get to see that one.
I saw it.
Well, it was a Champions Online thing, so. But still, though, his commentary on the level of creativity was amusing.
All right, Dragoon, why don't you continue being Admiral Aaron?
I don't know if I'm a very good Admiral Aaron. This might be trolling.
No. You gotta keep doing it.
Welcome aboard the Admiral Yacht Perdition. First name.
Admiral, the bridge is on fire.
Admiral, I doubt once this is over, I will hold that title anymore. While I am impatient to get underway, I know why you want to meet in person and discuss strategy. However, there are pressing matters to attend to first. Will someone please put those darn fires out?
The first priority is to extinguish these flames.
And, of course, the Admiral's got to do it.
Well, we only brought one junior officer.
Yeah. And it's Jagoro, so.
Yeah, she's not going to do anything.
Why is there a giant Borg? Oh, this must be his personal regen alcove.
I would not want to regen on the bridge. I'd be self-conscious.
Yeah. and
well, it is a yacht. There's, constantly.
Oh, right. It's not his ship. Okay, that makes more sense.
There's limited space available.
The last bout of Kazon ships knocked our warp drive. Communications and shields are also offline. we're fortunate to run into each other out here. Before we discuss our next steps, we need to get these critical systems back online.
A serendipitous coincidence for something, Admiral.
Admiral Aaron smirks.
Continue.
Sir, I believe we can be of assistance here. I can assist with the repairs to the warp drive. The tactical officer can assist with the repairs to shields. I have heard that you're quite skilled with the art of communication if you'd like to take that console.
Let us get to work.
Assign engineering officer and tactical officer to label tasks. You can locate the stations with the red light rays.
So all we really have to do here is just to run through them. Yeah. Although I find it funny on all these ones is that
I see bridge officers that aren't here.
and I keep seeing Shiguro each time. It's just like, my station, my station. All of these are my stations. I just don't sense anymore.
Why does he have his bridge officers labeled cooperative ensign?
He's got close links with a cooperative. So, previous mission.
Interesting.
They will play a factor in this mission. I have played this before, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we need to repair the communication console. Here we are.
Yeah.
Sir, warp drive is back online.
Understood.
I've rerouted life support for sections 3 and 4. I have shields back online, but they are only at 15%.
Understood. At Perdition Communications Log. 1. Priority 1 Communication Alert. Starfleet Command. Fleet-wide Yellow Alert. Unanswered hail. U.S.S. Northstar. Captain Leon. Encrypted communication. Unknown. Captain Jan Darkraider. U.S.S. Alensky's Skibutnik. Continue.
Yeah, I think Captain Jan is like from Finland or somewhere in Europe.
Admiral Aaron. Poke.
Sorry. How is it going over there? Do you require any assistance?
Everything's fine. I'm not reading your private messages or anything.
Admiral Aaron bursts out laughing. Oh, glad you still have a sense of humor, first name. Do you require any help?
Nope, I've got it. Oh.
Reading.
Optional dialogue.
Oh,
we want to go through it?
Well, we've already gone through this one. Communications 2?
No, but you can actually read them this time.
Okay.
This is the easier ones.
Do we want to read through them, or do we want to leave it for others to?
We got to get through this tonight, so.
Okay.
Let's skip this part of it. Yeah. Close communications. Incoming communication.
Sir, we have Kazon inbound.
Continue.
I just noticed that this is not grammatically correct, and also there's an apostrophe that shouldn't be there.
Intruder alert.
Intruder alert. Bridge to security. Seal off all decks.
You?
Species 329. Kazon had broken through the force fields. Phasers ready.
Kazon were never this confident in Voyager.
Oh, darn it. I switched characters, and this character has a snowball rifle. Yeah, I can't change weapons.
You'll be able to in a second.
I've not played this character in forever.
This weapon makes a really weird noise when you fire it. Like zap, zap.
All right.
It's time we have a talk in my
Out of
ready
combat,
room.
switch your weapon.
Agreed.
Hello, first name. It's been a long time.
Agreed. Why are we meeting like this?
The fleet-wide yellow alert that was issued in response to Voth entering Allied space shows they have not honored the agreement under which Starfleet allows them to take my children in the first place.
Please continue.
About a month ago, I started receiving encrypted communications relayed from Cooperative to me. These communications were between the Cooperative Ambassador Miley and myself. The early communications were quite promising. There was talk of a new wave of social identity and more progressive, free-thinking attitude sweeping through Voth Empire. Immediately, it appeared to be gaining momentum at rate we've not observed in xenocultural studies. I started to come to terms with the idea of giving up my children. Even its very existence was thrust upon me. I think that's supposed to be an if. It's very
if.
For a father, this is a very hard thing to deal with. However, I knew this was for the better. A few weeks ago, I started to receive fewer updates. The updates I received started to contain isolated reports that a new faction of Voth had emerged. At first, this was not a concern. With any civilization's advancements, there are many will always be those who use fear to undermine progress.
Except for the fact that Voth don't have factions because the central government kills them all.
Last week I received an update from the Pantheon of Doctrine had seized control of the Voth Ministry of Elders. The ministry is now under direct control of their new leader, Tulak. Several days ago, we received a communications from the Cooperative Ambassador Miley. The message was a call for help. With the help of the Cooperative, we were able to trace the transmission to a planet several thousand light years from the Necrid Expanse.
Wait, several thousand? How far off in the unknown territory is this?
Admiral, what are you proposing?
It is time that we take swift action to rescue the citizens of the Alliance held hostage by the Voth. The time for debates and diplomacy is done. With the help of the Cooperative, we are mobilizing a rescue. We will catch the Voth off guard, rescue the Cooperative Ambassador, Tova Excel, and my child.
I'm not sure this is a good idea.
That is where our friends in the Cooperative come in handy. The Cooperative will leverage the distraction created by Starfleet's diplomatic envoy. They are currently off-planet, en route to the Dyson Sphere for negotiations. The Cooperative will ensure the Ministry of Elders stay off the planet until our rescue is complete. Anticipating lax security at the Ministry headquarters while the Elders are away, we will slip in and rescue the hostages held there. We do not have a moment to lose. We require your assistance. Will you help us?
I need a few moments to think.
Ooh, data pads.
It is time for us to intervene! I am communicating with you telepathically. Admiral Aaron is not aware of our presence. It would be wise not to draw attention to our communications. Hello again. Admiral Aaron is turning out to be quite bothersome. We are quite optimistic, but he refuses to see the error of his ways. We must take immediate action to correct the timeline.
Timeline?
Not unlike our enemies, the Sphere Builders, we too have the ability to see multiple timelines. While the Sphere Builders meddle with the 10 timelines, in hopes of destroying your future, we want to help you by guiding you down the right path.
I have to say, this is a very interesting alien makeup he came up with for this.
The big eyes really help.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. We have the right to decide our own destiny. That is how we learn and make ourselves better.
Well, our actions can be interpreted in many ways. Trust that we are only acting out of a greater need. The universe needs people like you, and we are acting to safeguard the future of the Federation. A wrong choice by such a primitive force in the universe can have dire consequences not only for you, but also for the entire universe.
So you don't trust us to make the right decision.
While we respect your autonomy, the choice you make at this very stage could have very dire consequences. What our people are willing to do is show you is the outcome of the path of self-destruction upon which Admiral Aaron is currently set, and the alternative path for which we require your intervention. We can telepathically create the experiences and share them with you. To these experiences, you will feel every bit real, not unlike your holodeck. Shall we begin?
I consent. The Carronade disappear.
Dun dun
What's on
dun.
these data pads?
Optional dialogue.
Something about what is valuable in life. Oh, it's something other from the Voth.
Yep. Optional dialogue.
It looks like it's
Look
taken
around.
directly from the.
Stop doing optional dialogue.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't know which one is.
Ops.
Well, we got
They're
now.
all
Muscle
ops. There you go. Well, will you join us?
Up.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Excellent. Let us get this operation started.
Understood. Capcom badge. Sir,
Yep.
long-range scans have detected a vessel inbound at high warp. We're unable to get a clear reading on the vessel as it is using some reading on it as the vessel is using some sort of scattering field to deflect our scans.
Understood. We'll be returning to the ship shortly.
5 to beam up.
Energize.
I was like the what Legion of Myth says when they're on the long screen. It's like, we're in the black hole.
Michael.
This transport's taking longer than most of them do.
Enough
It's
to
a
give
slow
you transport psychosis.
Yeah, that was actually the exact thing I was thinking of. It was that episode of TNG where Barclay gets stuck in the transporter beam.
That was a cool episode.
Oh, you gotta love Berkeley.
Because we had never seen what the transporter looks like from a POV before
The
then.
inside. Although I still don't think they ever explained why the people stuck in the beam looked like those worm creatures. I don't know.
I'm sure there was some technobabble.
Sir, we have a
Sir,
lock.
we have
It's
a
the
lock.
Northstar.
Open hailing frequencies.
Greetings, Malati Kasumu. I've
First
become
name.
aware of your mission to follow Admiral Aaron into the Delta Quadrant. I came to offer my counsel and assistance as an old friend to the Admiral, but he is ignoring my hails. I suspect he is about to embark on a dangerous and unsanctioned ministry to infiltrate the Voth Ministry of Elders. If he doesn't lose his life, not to mention the life of his crew, on this foolhardy quest, he will most definitely forfeit his career in Starfleet. Have you been able to gather any information on the Admiral's intentions?
I have nothing to report on that matter, sir.
Admiral, I should remind you that should you offer any support to Admiral Aaron on this mission, you'll be charged with aiding and abetting a fugitive of the Federation.
Thank you for your counsel. This is a telepathic dream, and I can do anything I want. Close channel.
Sir, the Northstar has raised shields and locked phasers.
Alert! Shields up! Kill everyone.
Yeah, this is going to be it. Where's
My God. The Northstar. There's two of them.
Photonic decoys.
Eat plasma, comrades.
Harmony, just use a spinal lance. I'm glad the NX took all the fire there. Admiral Aaron on comms.
On view screen.
We suffered some damage because of the attack. We do require some assistance with our life support systems. Can you lend a hand?
No.
I'm shooting you too. This is the path of self-destruction.
Repair team.
So we have inbound ships. Scans are showing this. The ships are of Thoth design.
Evasive maneuvers.
Thoth are hailing us.
Put them through. Attention, endotherms. Surrender now and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a Voth prison planet.
Voth Captain, you are trespassing in Alliance territory.
There are other ways to silence you, feeble mammal.
Not today, Dino. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah, this will be fun.
Activate all the skills.
They have good reflective shields. They get to play with them.
Whoa, we got a dreadnought.
Because we're special.
Ow!
Hit the reflective shield, didn't you?
Man, good thing we didn't play this on advanced or anything.
I know, right?
Which we didn't, actually.
This is pretty fun, though.
we've in the past, I've forgotten to take it off of advanced or elite when we do this.
Ah, yes, that was a satisfying explosion.
Our escort to the Voth planet is ready and waiting. I am sending you the rendezvous coordinates.
Coordinates received. On our way.
And if you're in a team, please make sure you stay together.
Okay.
Very close together. Actually, let's just have Dragoon go through this one.
Precision formation flying.
All right.
I guess we're just flying towards the cube.
Oh, hold on. Stop. Let Dragoon first. He's a cameraman. Like, seriously.
Came to a dead stop. I'm not even sure which way we're going anyways.
Yeah, we're going in the right direction, but yeah, let Dragoon go through this one.
Okay. Passing.
You do the reach markers, but we need to stay close to you.
I'm not bullet pulsing or anything.
Oh, we could just actually use the follow command. So right click and then just follow.
And that would be why. Sir, I believe we're inside the Borg cube. Wait, strike that. Further readings are coming in. We're inside a cooperative cube.
Get
Admiral Aaron on the comms.
Do not worry, first name. The cooperative cube can navigate the transport network more effectively and safely than we could. Sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. It's kind of a cool effect.
Mm-hmm.
Being inside a cube makes me uneasy, Admiral.
How does it look from outside?
Spiky.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's one of those things where it looks like smooth on the inside, but that's because all the spiky parts are on the outside.
Ah.
Yeah, I was mucking with the follow command, and I didn't know that you have to turn on the throttle, and then it just guides you in the direction they went. I didn't. Oh, well.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a problem.
Prepare to be assimilated. Just kidding. I couldn't resist making the joke. Just thought I'd let you know we're about to go to Transwarp. If everything goes smoothly, we should be arriving at the Hokat system in a matter of minutes.
And they say drones do not have a sense of humor.
That's an Orion.
Something is happening.
On the outside, it looks
further
like it has
explanation.
like 4 of those transwarp vortexes, one on each side of the cube.
Yeah.
I
You did
need
it for
further
the,
explanation.
Hit the button.
Okay.
Push the button, Frank.
Do.
Do 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 do.
You know, one thing I wish that was like an actual proper feature and not a bug is being able to talk on in-game chat while on a loading screen.
So our long-range scans detected that we encountered the transwarp conduit when we entered the transwarp conduit where we were followed by 4 Thoth vessels. However, once they entered, they used their spatial displacement technology to mask their presence. I suggest we continue to make our way through the transwarp hub instead. We have signaled for assistance. Several cooperative ships are on their way to meet us.
Understood.
Sir, I've been reviewing the U.S.S. Voyager tactical logs on the Voth, and I discovered something that can be of use.
Go ahead.
The Voth uses space travel technology called spatial displacement, which functionally doubles as a highly advanced cloaking device that shifts objects from single individuals to entire starships slightly out of phase with the space-time continuum. I believe we can disrupt the ship-wide spatial displacement systems by altering our phasers to a dispersion frequency of approximately 1.85 gigahertz.
Agreed.
1.21 gigawatts?
Mark,
We
you were
have
doing.
Thoth inbound.
Red alert, shields up. A little easier this time.
Yeah, it wasn't
All right.
a dread this time.
There's more than 4 ships in here.
There we go. That took me a long time to get out of combat for some reason. You know, so I haven't really heard or seen anybody use this wormhole map in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I know I used it for one of my missions, but there's not that many missions I've seen people use it for.
I have seen one, but it's the one people won't talk about ever again. So
We're glad you have made it. However, our scans have discovered there are more Voth ships inbound.
we shall defeat them.
Oh, all the way over there.
We shall overcome.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Oh God, 2 dreadnoughts.
You need to reflect.
Barely fit in this map. Duncan got destroyed.
Okay, died. Yeah.
Ah, crap.
Definitely makes for cramped combat in this here.
A little bit.
Well,
I'd say obviously it's a little bit better if you're by yourself.
When I did it, I stuck to small ships, not that.
I got this one.
Go
Captain
for it.
Meow, Captain Meow Friskies Meow. We are Meow getting an insurgent Meow communications from our Meow homeworld. It seems a fleet of Voth vessels has Meow into orbit. Meow regrets, Admiral, but defending Meow homeworld must be our first Meow priority. We will be redirecting Meow of our vessels. 2 cooperative Meow vessels will be accompanying you to Hokath. We have calculated 23% reduction in Meow, the probability of success. But 58% Meow, the odds are still in your favor, Meow.
Damn it, Friskies. Never tell me the odds.
And this is the end of the map because for some strange reason there is an invisible wall in the middle of the map that you can't fly through, even though there's twice as much tunnel to play with on the other side.
This is a good thing. This means that the author cut it where gameplay and narrative made sense. They didn't just keep going because it's like, I have got more space. It's recommended.
Now approaching
Hokath.
We can't all read for the breach officer.
Players may experience graphical crashes or lag on the next map. Duncan.
Oh no!
If you do, please lower graphic settings.
This isn't the classic way of creating a nebula. This is the way that we showed off earlier. It's a baked-in map effect. So
I just always assumed that you're going to have problems.
It only has problems when there's 2 or more overlapping transparent objects, or more than 2.
I have to say that tunnel map would have been so much cooler if you could fly through the area that they blocked off, because those 2 little tunnel things are kind of interesting to look at.
I was able to fly through the whole thing before, and I found, and there wasn't much. I mean, you can just kind of play around with the Foundry.
Well, see, because in the mission where I used it, for my purposes, I decided I actually wanted to use both sides of it. So I actually had the player get to that middle section there and then do a next map transfer to go to the second part of it. Not necessarily the ideal way of doing that, but I just wanted to use both parts of the tunnel. Oh, another thing with that is that there's baked-in debris in the first half of the tunnel and the second.
Yes, Pax. The eye rolling is the appropriate response.
I suggest we get a move on. The cooperative has suggested the best route through the asteroid field to prevent the Voth from spotting us. Our scans of the system show the high concentration of iron ore in the asteroids is having an effect on scanners and is limiting their effectiveness to within 10 kilometers. We need to keep at least a minimum of 10 kilometers of distance between the Voth and us at all times.
Understood. Oh, so we're in agreement then. We all understand. I have a cloaking device. Does that help?
It actually kind of does. As we go, sneak.
Oh, it's over there now.
We do a zigzag. Sneak.
The ship has a horrible turning radius.
Sir, our sensors are showing Voth vessels within 10 kilometers of us. Did the
The Voth spot us?
I believe the asteroids are hiding our presence. We can continue on our route for now.
Wake
Agreed.
up, tactical officer. This is no time to fall asleep at your post.
So we have triggered the automated defenses we have inbound.
Fire everything! Always nice to have allies, except when a cube explodes.
Yep.
Yay! I got an accolade for killing Voth. Lots of Voth.
No, probes are exploding.
Oh, the Borg must have eaten a warp core breach.
I blew up again.
What you get for bringing a 200-year-old starship.
But it looks so cool. Yep. Off by the respawn point. Uh-oh. Lots of off by the respawn point.
Voth automated defense. That's a battleship, isn't it?
Well, at least.
Hey, there's another ward. Oh, the Borg got it. I suggest we initiate a subnucleonic transfer to the Voth satellite. The transfer should overload the planetary satellite network and allow us to beam down.
Understood.
And there are two cooperative cubes sitting on top of it.
Sir, that did it. We have broken through the Voth defenses.
Beam down. And it's Jagoro again.
Ah.
Every ship in the fleet has a Jagoro.
Their standard issue.
Is that kind of like how every ship in the fleet has an ensign Helena?
Yep.
Mine is different. Mine I actually came up with an in-universe reason for why I have multiple bridge officers who look like Luth. Luth was actually a randomly generated alien bridge officer that my old Tribble Foundry character had. I just liked the look so much I copied it more than once.
There are many Luth like it, but this one is mine.
Well, the explanation I came up with is that it's a parasitic life form who infects people and makes them turn into copies of herself.
Welcome to paradise, first name. I wish I could tell you things are about to get easier for us. 1 second. Ensign, you can reactivate the holographic ceiling now.
Not worry about us, Admiral.
Comm badge beep. Ship to Admiral.
Go ahead.
Sir, we are under attack by two Voss ships. We are currently engaged in evasive maneuvers. Your orders?
The ship is in your command until I return.
Sir, sensors show there are troops landing 5 kilometers from your position.
Continue.
They're going to make us walk?
Sir, the Voth are overwhelming us. Shields are down to 8%. We must retreat. We must beam you aboard now.
Do what you must. We will mount a defense on the planet until your return.
Sir, I must ask you to reconsider.
You have your orders.
Aye, sir. Best of luck.
Continue.
We have work to do.
What are your orders, equal rank person?
There is only one order. We fight.
You heard the Admiral of equal rank to me. Weapons ready.
That's okay. The
Anyone-
captain earlier was calling me by my first name, and I was kind of annoyed by that.
Why is there a low gravity volume?
It's the map.
So if you look up, you will recognize this map.
Ah, we're on the Hobus map.
Yes. Yeah. We need
Did
to
you
find
find
out how many Voth have landed and what kind of weaponry and defenses they have equipped.
Continue. You're not going to find out anything with a tricorder. We jam their sensors and they jam ours. That's how it works.
Continue.
We have inbound.
Continue.
Fire!
Fire!
More like, I'm going to kill
It
them
says
all
retreat,
because-
but I've always... Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to retreat here.
I
Can't
wanna
kill
do
everyone?
that.
Oh, damn it! It's an invisible wall! They took down Jigoro!
I'm dead.
Everyone retreat and fall back to the base.
Okay, I respawned. I'm now on the other side. Activating the force field before any more Voth come strolling into our base camp. Wait, we had time to set up a base camp?
Why
we
is there an
just were.
invisible wall here? I can't collect the loot.
Over this way.
Is he on the other side of the invisible wall from us?
Well,
Oops.
no, no. It's just that I noticed that that some of the Voth died and dropped stuff, and I wanted to pick it up.
Oh, no, we're leaving him behind.
Wow, they set this up really fast.
Oh, this is where we just were, so...
Yeah.
There wasn't so much stuff there. Oh, I guess you're right. We weren't looking the other way.
Activating force field. We'll have to requisition a new Jigoro.
There's like a million of her.
I'm checking the force field.
Starfleet, this is Tulak of the Pantheon of Doctrine. We have tapped into your communication arrays and are moments away from breaking through the force field you have erected around your base. The way we see it, you have only one option here. Surrender Admiral Aaron to us to be punished for his crimes against all Voth. If you cooperate, we will let you and your people leave this planet and return to your precious Federation. If you do not, we will show no mercy, and we will kill every last one of you. We will hunt down your families and exterminate them as well. We will not stop until every endotherm from your Federation is extinct. Although I have to point out that, the Voth are probably warm-blooded too.
Yep.
Anyway,
It's how Chris wrote them too.
you invade our world and expect us to fail. The line is drawn here. This far, no further. You have 5 minutes to comply.
Radio silence.
I've calculated our odds of making out here alive if we do not abide by Tulak's terms.
And they are?
0.01%. There's a high probability that Voth will break through our force fields and kill us all.
Admiral, this was not a good plan. I'm glad the psychic aliens are showing it to us.
I do not understand. All my simulations showed this would be a quick mission. Get in, get out with no casualties. We were supposed to catch the Voth off guard, but for some reason they saw us coming.
It was not your best plan. Okay, we can find a way out of this.
We have less than 2 minutes left before the Voth come barging into our holdout. What shall we do?
Ellipse.
At this moment, I am reminded of a quote from a book I once read. Most things will be okay eventually, but not everything will be. Sometimes you'll put up a good fight and lose, and sometimes you'll hold on really hard and realize there is no choice but to let go. Acceptance is a small, quiet room. I guess that's-
Admiral? Question mark.
It is time for me to accept that I have made a grave error in judgment. Was my compulsion to rescue that innocent child worth the lives of so many? Would I have done so for any other suffering being in the universe? I'm just grasping at a chance to redeem myself before the end, with a grand and virtuous act. It was my sense of duty to that child so selfish? Can I really be so bold as to call it fatherly love?
What do you mean before the end?
My life as you know it is already over.
Admiral?
Now, lower the force field. That's an order.
Understood.
What authority do you have to give me orders?
Tulak, we accept your terms. I am coming out. Admiral Aaron turns and recites the following. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pitted from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Upon the bludgeon of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Jeez, he's worse than Sugihara. Excellent. We have taken Admiral Aaron into custody. Send out a representative of the Federation to witness justice.
I will go.
Aw, the loot despawned.
Admiral Aaron and Tova Exo, you are accused of heresy against doctrine and crimes against the Voth race. I have convened with the council and reviewed the evidence in front of me. I will now deliver the judgment and the consequences of your actions. Aaron and Tova, you are guilty of heresy against doctrine and crimes against the Voth people. I already said that. You are both sentenced to death.
Ellipse.
Player, I am not unreasonable and do not hold you accountable for your superior's treason. It is the judgment of this court that you were merely following orders, and releasing you and your crew would be an act of good faith towards the Federation. You will be returned to your ship and leave our territory. It would be in your best interests if we never saw you again.
No, I gotta correct something. He is not actually my superior. We hold the same rank.
Also, seeing half a dozen Voth mecha really doesn't scare me. Oh, well.
We can take him.
Considering how often I solo those stupid things in the Voth ground battle zone, I mean, you know.
Admiral, I call out.
You monsters! You will pay for what you are doing here today!
Silence, impure. We will deal with you in a moment.
Naruto,
Oh.
Sorry.
Naruto, my son. I tried. Ah! Blood-curdling scream.
Removes his helmet, takes a look, and looks over to you. On your mark, I will cause a distraction. Flee as fast as you can. Everyone get out of here.
But they were already letting us go.
Yeah, but he's going to try and rescue Admiral Aaron. Understood.
Run! Charter Possibilities activates.
Run! That's a fun way to use the higher speed of wander. To the shuttle.
On aboard.
Let's get out of here. Punch it. Oh, okay. So while we're in this black hole, I mentioned the other mission we were considering playing tonight is called Thieves in the Night. And I believe Pax Federatica has both, they're for Romulans, and I believe he has both Fed and KDF Allied versions that are still in the review tab. So give it a play. I'm sure it's awesome.
So like half of all Romulan missions made by Pax at this point?
Potentially, yeah.
I don't think he's the only one who's done those, but
He's done quite a few, though.
This is most of the Romulan missions I know of in the Foundry are from Pax.
Mm-hmm. Attention, endotherms. We will allow you to leave and live out the remainder of your lives on one condition. You return to the Alliance and tell them what happened here today.
We made Aaron barbecue?
That's sufficiently disturbing to, report. Close channel.
I know it's coming.
It's a trap. The Voth are using an inverse graviton burst. The burst is destabilizing our warp core and preventing us from leaving the system. Beep beep.
Status report.
Sure, the Voth vessel is using it. What? That's the same thing. Voth vessel is using an inverse graviton burst on us. I'm afraid our warp drive is offline.
It's okay. He's our assigned redundancy officer.
Wait, mine.
The cooperative,
I guess
the
yours
cooperative got knocked offline. Now it's our turn. Understood. Let's get it repaired.
Sir, we have inbound. I'm counting 5, 10. No, wait, 20 Voth ships.
Red alert. Ray shields and arm all
Which will be like 60 for us.
Soft-bellied mammals. You will pay for the murder of our elders by this abomination.
Oh, power to shields and fire on my command.
Wait,
Apparently
why would they let us go and then not let us go?
Well, because remember
They're jerks.
the little, Admiral Aaron's kid.
Yeah, but they just said we were free to go.
intervened.
Well, it's a double cross.
Ooh, attack
Voth
pattern
are-
tugs.
Yeah,
Reference
attack
there.
pattern tugs 3.
Apparently, this particular Voth wasn't briefed on the fact that my nickname is Captain Kills 'Em All.
Medical teams report to Deck 8. Captain, reports are coming in. 12 wounded when a conduit blew out. Engineering, divert all power to structural integrity.
Our shields are down. All hands bend chip. Hee.
By the way,
Duncan saw this coming.
This is, one of those you're supposed to die moments.
Yep.
I got a cloaking device.
I ran away.
To be honest, this is actually one of those situations where if you rigged it just right, you could actually wipe that mob with almost complete impunity.
Oh, I just saw that. Dragoon, you didn't make it.
Well, I wanted to go down fighting.
Well,
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on.
what I was getting at though is that if you, oh crap,
They're after me.
We aggroed.
How the hell?
Yay.
Close.
Don't want to shoot them. I don't have the dialogue. I'm getting killed right now.
I ran away.
I can't hear you guys over the sound of weapons fire.
This simulation has concluded. As you can see, siding with the Admiral will have dire consequences. The Voth do not stop you. Do not stop with you. That is just the beginning. The Voth eventually defeat the collective, leaving the cooperative homeworld in ruin. Within the next year, diplomacy breaks down and the Voth launch an attack on the Alliance that results in the total destruction of Earth. This is a critical blow to the Federation, one that it can never recover from. Captain Dialogue, we must not allow this future to happen. Let us show you what could happen if you decided not to help the Admiral. We are... Go ahead.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I had a button pop up on screen for half a second, but it's gone now.
All right. Well, since they'll probably watch this later, a suggestion for Admiral Aaron: once the
make sure the spawn point is a little bit further away.
Yeah, he can do that, but he can also despawn all of the enemy ships once the reach marker is triggered.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'll prevent them from falling over and aggroing.
That's true.
Jeez, they're still coming.
I'm just watching.
At this rate, we're going to have to kill them.
No.
We
are resetting the mindscape in this scenario. You have to.
Or that.
Yeah. So let me read. Then we can leave the map. We are resetting the mindscape in this scenario. We have just refused, where you have just refused the admiral, the captain in his request back on your ship. A fresh start. Hit the button.
Anyway, the suggestion I came up with...
I think I blew up while I was going to warp.
That in theory, if you set off a chain warp core breach at the right time, you might actually be able to blow up that Voth fleet.
Of course, it's a little bit bigger for us than it is for your average solo player.
True.
Yeah. I mean, they still.
But they still destroyed me pretty good when I played it earlier. So
yeah.
Kind of wishing I had brought one of my science builds and could throw down a few gravity wells.
I did throw down some, but this isn't really a science ship. So mine went, exploded.
This is a prime example, though, of if you put down and place combat mobs that the player is not supposed to destroy, the player will try to destroy them.
Like me.
Or at least some players will. Like Mark.
I'm one of those people who I just have a habit of psychotically exterminating everything on the map.
Yep. Alrighty.
Admiral?
I understand that you have some reservations about my plan, but after everything we have been through together, Admiral Aaron takes a deep breath. To refuse to offer your assistance was just rude.
Admiral, and here's Director Beam.
We ain't helping your ass. We know how that turns out.
Let go of my ship. This is an order.
No, equal rank person.
Sir, we have an inbound ship at high warp.
Yellow alert. Can you tell me who or what it is?
This is Captain Leon of the U.S.S. Northstar. Thank you for apprehending Admiral Aaron for us. We'll be taking him back to Earth to help him recover. Admiral Aaron has been acting abnormally. Began acting abnormally a few weeks ago. He started making strange orders and requests. He spent all hours of the day reviewing ship logs and sensor data. He started to cite irrational theories or poetry on the better days. I urged him to make an appointment with the ship's counselor. He replied in equally cryptic fashion, "Even the darkest night will end, and the sun will rise." I relieved him of command last week when he opened fire on a Voth vessel we were escorting through aligned space. Before we could get him to sickbay, he broke free of his escort and stole the captain's yacht. We chased him around the moons of Zal and Ram Izad system to this very spot.
Sounds like a Moby Dick reference.
It's Victor Hugo, Les Miserables.
Oh.
Yeah. Continue. I am grateful you were able to catch up to him before he could do any more harm. We can finally bring him in and get to the bottom of his erratic behavior.
Agreed.
The Admiral breathed.
Really agreed.
We're all in agreement. Sorry to interrupt you, but our sensor scans have detected Kazon vessels on an intercept course. They appear to be coming in weapons hot.
Once more with the Kazon.
Oh boy. Wow. That was impressive. And it looks like you ate a warp core breach.
Oh.
We're
I hit
back.
dialogue.
More of them. Yeah. Kazon. Pushovers.
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
First Maj Jal Uchiha of the Kazon Sarah. Uchiha. Admiral Aaron must be a Naruto fan. Surrender your vessels and prepare to be boarded.
We suggest you retreat.
We will have your ships and technology.
Look at the weapon systems in fire. Just a little bit of feedback for Aaron. One of the science vessels Loth is actually the port.
So you renamed it, but he did not put the skin on it.
Wrong. Yeah, wrong. Wrong skin variant.
You fought well today, Endotherm.
You as well.
Flash forward.
2 months. But we are still in the mental simulation that the Karine are doing for us.
2 months of mental simulation of just perfectly ordinary business. You must see this, but I'm just filling out reports.
It is important.
I don't need this context. Can't we just skip forward?
Oh,
To
fine.
understand the future, you must understand how it came to be.
Can we at least skip me sleeping?
Oh.
Admiral Quinn, I've
Quinn.
got this. Welcome back.
Couldn't hold that one.
Welcome back to the Solar System, Fleet Admiral. We are busy preparing to receive the vote for Vote Diplomatic Envoy. Beep,
Beep, beep.
We have just received notifications that the vault are minutes away from entering the Solar System. Please coordinate the escort of the vault diplomats and with Captain Liaison of the Northstar at Fleet Admiral. Do remember that the vault are not familiar with our customs or procedures. Just open the gates and we will figure out the rest. Ow!
Is that Admiral Quinn or Mervyn the Martian?
A little bit of both.
Supposed to be Yoda. Oh well.
Understood.
Question: if this is supposed to be Mercury orbit, why are there 2 objects in the sky?
It could
That-
be
that
Jupiter
one
and
is
one
the
of
sun.
the.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he probably needs to do a text replace on that one. Oh, wait a minute.
The blue one doesn't look like Mercury, and the orange one doesn't look like the sun. So
yeah, it's gonna say
it's about as much like the sun as we can do.
Yeah. Hey, Admiral, it's a pleasure to see you
I put
again.
a bunch of gas clouds around me.
I just will make the Saturn. Do the ring. Anyway.
There's Admiral Aaron.
Hey, Admiral, it's a pleasure to see you again. Where's Admiral Aaron? I'm sorry to save this person, but the chief medical officer aboard the Northstar was unable to treat the Admiral's condition. Do not fret. The best Federation medical professionals are currently attending to him aboard Earth Space Dock. They're confident that they will be able to relieve some of his symptoms, but it will take some time. To be honest, I'm not sure if he will serve in Starfleet anymore. The Admiral has been in a lot of pain in the past 10 years. The chief medical officer has recently diagnosed him with rheumatic syndrome.
What is that?
It's a thing that Picard had in the future.
Had. Yeah.
Oh.
And all good things. That's not good news.
We believe I might be on a different dialogue.
Oh, you were right.
Okay. We believe advanced aeronautic syndrome was triggered in the Admiral when he was abducted by the Solanae from the U.S.S. Bishop in 2399. The Solanae returned the captain to his ship. The rift intersected a plasma conduit. It is possible this caused small structural defect we found in the parietal lobe.
Continue.
Fleet, we are receiving communications from the Borg Cooperative Escort. The Voth envoy has arrived.
Understood. Sir, multiple Voth signatures inbound. Should I raise our shields?
No, hold on to your butts.
Guess we have to stand by.
Stand by to stand by.
Hold those butts.
Captain Lyon and Fleet Admiral, I am pleased to introduce you to Admiral Tova Exel of the Voth Evolutionary Forces.
Wow, quite a promotion, Tova.
It is agreeable to see you both again.
How did you become ambassador of the Evolutionary Forces?
Well, it is a long story, but we can discuss that later. I never thought the day would come when our species would return to Earth. We have brought our top anthropologists and archaeologists who look forward to visiting Earth and digging up our past. Metaphorically speaking, of course. At least until we get the permits. The ambassador laughs. We have also brought members of our newly formed Ministry of Extraterrestrial Relations. They may not have the storied experience of the Federation, but trust me, they're very eager to get to work.
Understood. I have received permission from Starfleet Command for us to proceed to Earth.
See you there.
Continue.
Sir, may I request you indulge my scientific curiosity for a moment? We are about to intercept a rare celestial phenomenon I believe our guests and the crew would enjoy observing. It is a comet that, according to Starfleet records, makes its way through the Solar System once every 365 years. I would hate to pass up this opportunity. May we adjust course to follow the comet at coordinates 10 and grid 36 and begin scanning?
Okay, just this once.
Why did
Oh boy, that's a lot of ships.
And more because we're playing on, themed.
Oh, also the
bigger.
Borg ships have a giant hitbox, so you have to fly all the way around them.
Scanning comet.
Oh, fascinating. Sensor scans are recording 29 particles of space dust per cubic meter on the Class 2 comet. Well, this is certainly worth our attention.
The finding.
It's like a direct quote from Star Trek First Contact.
Except Picard was being sarcastic. Log the findings. Seriously, log the findings.
Do it! Just do it! Smashes the console.
Understood, sir. I have logged the findings.
Why aren't you logging the findings? I just want you to log the findings. Oh, yeah, we should all be over here.
I see a very tiny reach marker.
Log the findings.
It's actually a interact. So.
Ah, okay.
We're doing a in-system warp thingamajig.
And I bounced off a Borg cube.
Yeah, these in-system warps are really tricky to pull off.
I like the way I like my method of just having it start on a instant interact, but ending it on a reach marker, because then you just go boop straight through. Because otherwise, you got to worry about if the player doesn't hit in time, they kind of overshoot, then they have to come back.
Hey, you ran into the same problem of not Earth that we did.
Okay, so Horient suggests that we come over here and look at the universe class ships under construction. So you have the U.S.S. Psylocke, the U.S.S. Shatterstar, U.S.S. Zeph Films, U.S.S. Sally Ride, U.S.S. Midnighter.
Why is there an interact prompt that says "Talk to Loot Critter"?
It's over here with the kind of
inside
portal.
joke?
Well, yeah, it's the portal. It's for the captain's table. So
This dialogue box cost me $2 million lithium.
Yep, there was a contest for it. The first person to find it got 10 Lockspot keys, and I found it. And I'm happy to say I got some stuff, not ship stuff, but some fun stuff.
Fun.
There's
Aren't universe classes just a bit early?
Oh, they're under construction. Maybe it takes many, many years to be finished.
Yeah, but they don't. We're just barely into the 25th century, and they're not supposed to show up till the 26th.
It's, I think, maybe to draw attention, because these are all references. Because there's also another set of ships in dock, and those aren't being. Those don't have the same names.
Player ship, this is Earth Space Dock. You can dock whenever you're ready.
Docking station. Oh, we can't bring Jagoro.
Oops. Drake Van. That's not mine. Whose is that?
It's one of mine. If Gemini freak you out, I can always bring a Breen.
Or for extra fun, you could bring. Wait, no, that was a different character I did. I want one of my characters. I got an alien, Boff, and did a concept art of what I thought a Orion Klingon hybrid would look like.
Back when I was using a Breen bridge officer, I did name him the Stig's Breen cousin.
To be honest, though, my Orion Klingon hybrid concept really wasn't all that interesting, because it was basically just B'Elanna Torres with green skin. So, you know.
Should have named him Drogon's Breen cousin.
How high up did he set the spawn point? I took 55 fall damage when I zoned in. Also, this is the shuttle bay that Taco doesn't want us to be in.
Well, it's only really bad at the far end.
The one we're headed towards. Oh, wait, no, that's the other way.
Yeah.
There's a dinosaur in the...
Yep.
Sir, welcome aboard Earth Space Dock. On behalf of the United Federation of Planets and Starfleet Command, we hope you have an enjoyable stay. Anything you require, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm just a tap of the comm badge away.
Thank you. Where is everyone?
The Voth envoy went on ahead. Can you believe we had to install this ramp because the Ambassador Exil brought a T-Rex with him?
Yikes. We should be on our way.
I'll let Admiral Quinn know you're on your way. When you proceed up the ramp, please watch out. There are some crates that were knocked into the way by a Vulcan in quite a hurry to distance himself from that T-Rex.
Thank you.
Shouldn't it be called a V-Rex? Because the things in the Voth battle zone are called a Viriosaurus.
I want to ride him.
I think he's more like a Cliposaurus Rex because he's clipping through all the geometry here.
I love that stomping sound.
Oh, God damn it. Greetings, ambassadors, Manly and Exil, Captain Freon, and Fleet Admiral Person.
The Federation and myself have been waiting this day with much anticipation. Welcoming the Voth to Earth and discussing their membership in the Federation would be enough to cause for celebration. But to uncover their history as long-lost brothers is unprecedented and an honor.
A great honor this is, indeed.
I'm still recovering.
We're very fortunate to have Cooperative Ambassador Miley as a skilled mediator and neighbor of the Voth in the Delta Quadrant.
Agreed. Indeed, it would be a great pleasure to myself and a benefit to the Voth people to explore the Mother Earth, as you call it, and develop relations with the Cooperative. This shall be the ultimate test of both distant origin theory and of the Voth's opportunity to take their place within the galactic community. No more of this supreme race and unquestionable doctrine that has undermined our species' freedom and potential.
Understood.
It is a great honor to participate in today's discussions. Trust that I do not hold the Voth people responsible for the recent drama scripted and directed by the Karane. I am only sorry that Admiral Aaron will not be here to witness this. He had a great stake in the revolution of the Voth evolutionary forces and their future in the Federation.
Have you fully recovered from the violation you suffered at the hands of the Karane ambassador?
I was Borg, Admiral. As commendable as the Karane's actions may be, it is difficult to be shaken by them in comparison to trauma from which I have overcome. Aaron, on the other hand, will never get a chance to adapt to the future the Karane have crafted for him.
Continue.
I noticed something interesting about this dinosaur is that its hitbox is so large that when it tries to walk past people, it gets stuck on them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was able to visit with Aaron today. It was difficult to see how the early onset of Irmotic syndrome has cut through him so insidiously. I'm afraid Voth medical science is presently unable to help, as our physiology is so different. But I have offered the Federation the resources of our labs.
That's very gracious of you.
Security forces to the infirmary.
Continue.
Belay that order. Fleet Admiral, can you please head to the infirmary and help calm down Admiral Aaron?
Understood. This means I get to shoot him repeatedly.
No. One thing I'll say here, if you kind of proceed the normal route, the way you guys are going, you kind of miss those. Oh, wait, down here.
What?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be looking at
over here.
0.
Yep.
And JM.
Maintenance?
It's a STLV reference from her experience with the certain hotel. We are beginning the time of many cameos. To the infirmary.
One would expect nothing less from an Admiral Aaron mission.
Hey, Vice Admiral. You did such an amazing job of handling the Iconian threat. News travels fast in the star-based gossip mill.
Thanks.
I hope you don't think this a small call of duty beneath you. I'd like your help in subduing the patient here. As you can see, he's quite uncooperative. And I thought he'd respond better to a familiar face in a command uniform.
Well, that's no trouble at all.
A phaser set to stun is a phaser set to fun.
Continue.
I think that's from a poster out of Tugs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is optional dialogue. This happens a lot. Here. All right. Admiral's
if you see Flores is passed out on the floor over here.
Also, I noticed that for some reason that particular group is set as the Gorn faction.
Yeah, that's single neutral SAR. It's useful for setting up a single NPC with a certain animation that doesn't eat it into the contact budget. So every time you see someone like that in a Foundry mission with Gorn icon, that's probably what's going on.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, and is that it's a Gorn faction friendly. We don't actually have Gorn mobs that are friendly to Federation players.
Neutral SAR is the one.
Yeah.
We should grab a drink sometime.
Thank you. I'm a little busy.
Understood. No, I can't even do this. I can't even do it with a straight face.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Another time.
Continue.
Can you
Your
please
turn.
take your finger to curve 47? Apparently there is a Voth Raptor in the loose there. Please do not injure it. Just tag it. Tag the Raptor and we'll beam it back to the Voth vessel.
Understood.
Bag it, and tag it. You got it, boss.
Apparently it's
Call 'em
avoiding
this,
the
stop
dance
that.
floor.
I'll make them all pay.
Wait, that's not it? What the heck?
You
I'm
make
staring at
Foundry-
a Voth Raptor, and there's...
Boy, am I glad you're here. The raptor is scaring our guests. Please do something about it.
Understood.
I
Now
can't
we
believe I'm a raptor wrangling on Earth Space Dock.
It's also Raptor laughing trendy.
One final thing. There's a person in the refresher who refuses to come out. Can you please get them out of there? They have caused
that
quite a
joke
lineup.
again.
Fine. All right, but here, you guys got to see this one. Right where I'm at.
You're over there.
I'm right here. This conversation.
Duncan, your assembly code is actually written in iambic pentameter.
Yep.
Gotta wait for it to
Wow,
play
I
again.
think that's loosely based off of my...
Don't worry, Duncan, Idaho. Next week on Roundtable, we'll make you a body.
Father, give me legs. Yeah.
I think the character I'm supposed to be is based off of my Twitter avatar.
Oh. Hmm.
Little dragoon guy I drew way back when.
And we got Space Dig.
Anyway,
Why is there a dancing Klingon?
There's also it's Ambassador Kale.
You
There's ham
spelled it
sandwich.
wrong.
there's how much say. Yeah, isn't it Kael?
Yeah. But I mean, don't have to.
And there's Taco Fangs over here. And fan theory Starfleet officer.
dance floor.
Jokes on him. I actually know what Taco Fangs looks like.
Me too. I actually watch what Taco Fangs puts into his Oh great! I got stuck.
We can't forget, of course, Captain Maroney over here in Hot Pants.
Oh, that's his Mirror Universe model that Zero made.
Look at me.
Yep, you're stuck.
Oh,
It's like the zero gravity free fall animation.
No, it's because the way you're positioned, you can't hit the ground, and so it thinks you're in constant free fall.
Yeah. I'm actually not holding still though. That's the thing, is I'm constantly bouncing back and forth between two.
Yeah, because you're wedged in there and you can't hit the ground.
Fan theory Starfleet officer's got a good one.
as we wait for the default dialogue to play again.
Come on.
Memory Alpha is now a post-apocalyptic wasteland full of roaming gangs of ex-scientists. Hey, that's my fan theory.
I'm not coming out. The T-Rex intends to eat me. I clearly observed its oral glands excrete at the sight of me. An irrational being would hide himself from such a beast.
Captain, it's safe. You can come out of there.
A pleasure doing business with you. Can I make you a drink for all your hard work?
Danke. Mineral Wasser.
Bottoms up.
Later,
Your turn.
it's time to get down to business. The fourth diplomats are wishing to start the opening discussions. Please, make your way to the observation lounge below my office. You and me to there.
On my way.
On my way.
Let's see if this trick works.
Did you do /stuck?
No. I summoned a barrier wall on top of myself, and I bounced off the barrier wall, and it forced me out of the hole I was stuck in.
Yay! Let's see. Below office. Yeah,
We are the first ones here.
5 days later.
Attention, please. Attention, please. The conference is about to begin. All invites must please make your way to the conference hall in the lower levels.
I think he spelled that wrong. It's supposed to be invitees, but he spelled it with an I instead of an E. And get a conference room.
Conference room. Conference room.
Conference room.
It's already 9:10.
We shall get through this.
There's not too much left, as I recall.
No,
Okay.
it's, I think 3 maps, 3 or 4.
But yeah, we have like 20 minutes left in our usual schedule.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
you know, the old time limit was basically because of SoundCloud had a 2-hour limit. So really, there's technically
No,
limit anymore because we're not using SoundCloud anymore.
Yeah, what we can do for time is if we want to upload
We'll
it to
we'll just go.
Ooh, old space
We'll
stock.
just go to the end here.
I have to say though, this room is a nice room.
I do miss some of the old space stock features.
I'm up here.
We're having a seat.
Sorry, Duncan.
I'm on the balcony, keeping an eye out. Oh, crap.
Honored guests, on behalf of Starfleet, I would like to express my appreciation for your attendance and patience while the ambassadors and delegates of the Voth Federation and Voth Expeditionary Forces have been secluded to discuss the admission of the Voth into the Federation. And in the terms of that membership, I would like to give special thanks to our allies, the Borg Cooperative and Ambassador Manny, for mediating the discussion.
Continue, Martin Weekly. Yes.
It's my pleasure to announce the Voth have graciously accepted the Federation's offer of membership and have come to amicable terms.
Applaud.
The Voth homeworld has recently undergone a disruptive worldwide revolution that has shook us to our very core. We are a proud and ambitious race and celebrate freedom from the oppression of the tyrannical Voth Ministry of Elders. Under new leadership, we embrace the belief that to thrive in this galaxy, we must shed the insidious rot of isolationist and supremacist culture that was the self-aggrandizing yoke of tyranny. He spelled yoke wrong. The Voth evolutionary forces represent the Voth culture that is shedding its egoism for the humble search of truth, peace, and our place within the galaxy. The evolution, so to speak, of our culture will not happen overnight. But if anything, the Voth are adaptable. With the strength and the integrity of the Federation at our back, we shall overcome this struggle. We proudly adopt for our own the principles of the Charter for the United Federation of Planets.
First, continue.
Rather two.
Not sure.
Look, you're in. There's something going on at the back.
Purple smoke.
Must be the
not
Cabernet.
Purple smoke. I must shoot it.
The simulation has concluded. As you see, siding against the Admiral will have beneficial outcome for both the Federation and the Voth. Within the next year, the Voth allow immigration to Earth, and a new era of peace and cooperation is brokered.
Understood.
Brace yourself. Hold on to your thoughts. We are about to stop the mind simulation. For you, months have gone by, but in actuality, only a second has passed amidst your conversations with Admiral Aaron. Brace.
Brace.
So, all the ports we've been writing for months, all that work, all the tedious and miscellaneous
It all
duties,
just happened in a second.
we gotta do it all over again.
You know, we have those dreams where you're getting ready for work right before you wake up and have to get ready for work.
Yep.
Insane.
Karen A is still here. I hope you're experiencing the mind transfer. It's going well. I mean, I promise everything is going well. I haven't misplaced your brain anywhere.
We're ending the simulation now. It's at 2%. Nope, 30%.
Found your brain. I mean, it was never out to begin with.
Uh-oh. Well, I hope you didn't need that memory engram.
We will be
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Hey, this is weird. Why is this so weird? This is weird.
Shouldn't you playing Pink Floyd too?
You will
Yes,
be
really.
waking up to the reality around you. I see that you'll be present with Admiral Aaron, but Admiral Aaron will not see me. Understood.
This is trippy.
He's saying,
I'm freaking out, man.
What combination of assets was that? The yellow portal thing and the
Supernova.
Davidian effect? I think part of it was the Davidian
Some
effect.
heat waves or something.
Yeah, maybe the heat waves too.
well, you'll be... oh, wait, this is the other
This is me.
person.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
haven't had something to read for a while. Well, will you join us on our rescue mission?
Nope.
Hell no.
Flash forward 3 months.
I think you can tell us about the graphics crash is not being a problem anymore. Can I again? If you
No graphics cards were
experience
harmed in the playing of this mission.
experience some slight dizziness, I may have put your brain in upside down, but you'll get used to it.
I think my graphics card went to sleep. It's like, what? You think this is challenging?
Well, mine can have it. It's just motherboard and CPU for me. It's just like, there's one.
Actually, I think my graphics card cheats. Whenever it starts to think it's getting overloaded, it just stops rendering transparency effects. I'm not even sure if it's my graphics card doing it or something else, because I've noticed that sometimes when the game is supposed to be overlaying multiple transparency effects, it just skips with one of them.
Yeah, overlaying multiple transparency effects might be something that's a little buggy in Stone, because that's where my slowdowns happen. So maybe there's something buggy in code.
It's like if you like to have the ice on the lake, then like put a force field dome over that, then suddenly I can see through the surface of the ice as if it's clear.
Okay.
You know.
Hello, David. Oh, wait, no. It's
This
not
is
me
mine.
again. I'm still Metaluna.
Hello,
Yes.
Admiral. It's really good to see you again. You may already suspect, but this is likely be the last time you visit the Admiral.
Yes, Doctor.
His condition is advancing quite rapidly. He is in a lot of distress and often requires sedation. Today, however, is a good day. He has periods of lucidity. You can speak to him now.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
do declare.
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
I was passing through the system and thought I'd come say hello to an old friend.
You glass-eyed demon. I curse the day you slithered onto my bridge, riddling away my destiny. Be gone.
Wait, how did you know about the glass eye?
Aaron, you're hallucinating. You're safe. It's just us. And I'm speaking to you telepathically with Admiral Aaron. You're not aware of their presence. Admiral Aaron, we have delivered our prophecy. A seed is planted is a childless mother. A crop is reaped on the battled field of two brothers. A bounty shared at the meeting of two fathers. A parasite saps the strength of the mother. Worm crawls in the air of its brothers. A spider poisons the meal of its fathers.
What?
Don't talk to me about fathers, you manipulative snakes.
Doctor, I think his good day is past. Admiral Aaron, we understand we have asked too much of you. We could foresee this stage unfolding before us, but we pressed on towards our end. We regret you are not able to. I'm yawning right now. Understand or appreciate the great implications of your role, the lives you have saved, and the future you have ensured. Now that our timeline design has come to fruition, please let us repay you. I will use my telepathic strength to give you a momentary gift of clarity. I will show you first the alternate future your colleague saved you from by taking you into custody. You see that you would have doomed the son you vainly hoped to rescue. Now, I offer you a second chance. I offer you to leave this shattered narrative, this shattered mind. Join me in the 28th century. We will relieve you of your neurotic syndrome and reward you for your sacrifice.
The Carne reaches out and touches Admiral Aaron. Continue.
Memories of David, person's experience, reuniting the brothers. Another reunion awaits you. Yes.
I accept your mercy, Prophet.
Continue. I just noticed something. The Carne appear to be wearing a mixture of Herald and Voth costume parts.
It's just all Voth.
Really?
It's a Voth without all the extra
all Voth.
add-ons.
Yeah.
Oh.
We shall make amends. Prepare to depart immediately. We cannot risk one loss of two brothers. Must be on this one.
Doctor, something is happening to Aaron. His body, it's phasing out.
The prophecy will continue as planned.
He's gone, Jim.
Done. The Admiral has been relocated across the abyss.
What just happened? Admiral Aaron just vanished in front of my eyes.
Actually, that way he described it is actually very similar to the way that the sphere builders would enter and leave the space-time continuum in Enterprise.
They're tangentially related.
Sir, he's gone. My scans aren't picking up any signs of transporter use. But that's strange. It should say picking up tachyons. Anyways, it seems the scanner picked up a surge of tachyokinetic energy at the same time his body appeared to be disappearing. Could it have been the Carne?
I have no doubt it was the Carne.
Well, I dare say this has never happened before. A patient disappeared right in front of my eyes. What will I write in my report? There will have to be an investigation. The Carne, you said? What are the Carne? This doesn't make any sense.
Admiral Aaron was a great but complicated man. Cutscene! Cutscene.
We're going to see a cutscene of Admiral Aaron's ultimate fate in the 28th century.
Does he fall into a black hole?
No.
Oh.
I'm sure his ship will continue to explode many times.
We are sitting here. He's been blindfolded. They're twirling him around, and they're going to jump out and say, "Surprise! You're not dead."
And it turns out the whole thing was just a surprise birthday party back on Earth Space Dock.
Or no, the whole thing turns out to be the Carinae in an original vision for our first mission, explaining what might happen if we went along with Admiral Aaron for the first mission. So now we got to go see what the alternate version of that was. So be prepared for another 6 hours.
No, we're lucky this is not an Old Lord Skull mission, or it would be another 6 hours. Probably no one but Reem remembers that.
Welcome to the world of the 28th century!
Because the 26th and 29th were occupied.
He's inbound.
Understood. Once he arrives, we will begin to treat his aromatic syndrome.
Continue. Away! Admiral Aaron, try to remain calm. The Carinae, I think that's supposed to say Carinae, have transported you to the 28th century. We are the Temporal Integrity Commission, and we can be of assistance to you. As we speak, our doctor is treating your aromatic syndrome.
Continue.
Captain Wren, he's as good as new. Apart from needing a regeneration cycle, the Admiral is now in perfect health.
Excellent work. As always, Doctor. Now, Admiral Aaron, let's get you to some new clothes since you'll be stationed here in the 28th century.
Continue.
What a relief to be in it is to be in uniform again. I cannot thank you enough, Dr. Aaron. What has transpired is nothing short of a miracle.
Continue. Miracles are just dropping out of the sky lately. Wait to see who's been cleared for a visit.
Admiral Aaron's son comes running into the room.
Is the half-Voth creature? Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
I'll take it. Father, when they told me we would be together again in the future, I did not believe them. But here you are, and here you are standing in front of me.
Continue. Natura, my son. The words escape me.
For once. Your time of trial has ended. You need to rest now, and you have fulfilled your destiny. There is still a great deal for you to do. Well, not if he's fulfilled his destiny.
Well, it's just yes, job.
Yes, but now there is a mountain of paperwork.
But first, there is a great deal for you to learn. The vision of the Carinae is still unfolding as we speak. Perhaps when you see, you will be finally able to forgive them. They need us, Father. The future awaits us.
Continue.
And
The end.
yay, everyone's extinct now.
Ta-da. And many thanks.
I don't know if I should read this in Admiral Aaron voice or not.
I don't think you have to worry about reading it. If you enjoyed this mission, check out his other Foundry missions, Adrift Variants, and Redacted 13. Plus, of course, the obviously the first part of this mission, Invictus. I almost said Inception. No, wait.
Ooh, I can tip again.
Ta-da. All right. So I have no. Sorry, Aaron. I have no dilithium on this character to tip you with.
I got it.
Didn't you just get dilithium from doing the mission? Or find some?
Oh, that's probably good.
I got 1919.
Yeah, that's about right. Well, I think my only complaint about this mission too much would be it's a tad bit convoluted. I mean, it does make a little more sense, obviously, if you have played the first one.
It's kind of par for the course for an Admiral Aaron mission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
But obviously, great map design. Lots of fun there.
yeah. Just the death scene despawn those guys. I didn't have any problem with that the first time, but yeah, that was a little scary second time.
This is kind of a map that kind of shows off what you can do with space maps.
Oh yeah,
lots of good space map stuff.
It also may be in the running for some of the most amount of disclaimers I've ever seen in a single mission.
I can't write anything right now. My brain's still in the Metaluna tube.
I think you can come back and edit your rating, can't you?
I can later, yeah. I just put something down.
Well,
we're the tubes, man.
The thing with that, though, is that if you want to edit your thing, you have to pick up the mission and then either complete it or drop it to get it to bring up the prompt to edit the...
no, you can just do it through the UI.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. When you go view rating, yeah, around that button.
I still find it mildly annoying that this outfit I put together, when you color it white, it looks incredibly dingy. Oh, well. And there's certain lighting, the metal armor pieces I have on it are actually like really, really shiny.
So this mission took us about our usual 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Even with all our goofing around.
Well, we didn't actually do all of the goofing around. We skipped some of it.
We did skip a bit of optional dialogue here and there.
I'm just glad there was no Mark Wynn. I brought that on myself, but still.
Well, we also didn't do what I tend to do, which is looking in every hole possible before continuing on to the next map.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm wondering why there are empty shelves in this room.
Part of the base map.
Well, it's the same kind of glass shelf you see in Admiral Quinn's office. Seems odd, but whatever.
So
you'll notice that in the Foundry, this map is still missing a floor in this main room here, or in the transporter room. So he had to put in his own.
Yeah, doesn't look bad. So
I was wondering about that. One thing I would like is if we had the ability to place these wall consoles on maps. These are cool-looking consoles.
Yeah, a lot of these props would be pretty fun.
Get some 26, or is this, what century is this supposed to be?
28th, I think, in the original mission.
Yeah, okay. So Legion of Myth is actually going to be playing Pax's mission tonight as well. So
I think they're already playing it right now.
They may have already started. I'm not sure what their start time is.
But you can catch their stuff on YouTube and on Twitch right away following. Sure. So you guys can get caught up that way.
Which I'm really glad to have them back doing Foundry missions. I kind of missed them for a while.
Yeah.
Well, we all sort of missed the whole Foundry for a while, didn't we?
You just never appreciate what you have until it's gone.
Oh, Pax says they aren't playing it tonight. So
okay. So it's they usually do their Foundry stream on live. They're actually doing that instead of just doing the pre-recorded YouTube videos. They stream on, I think, normally Thursday or Friday, depending on what their schedule is. And they'll take requests, play through missions, and then the resulting videos are also put up on YouTube. So last time they've done one mission by Bloodleaf WoW, aka Spiritborn, and that was The Price of Peace. And then they also did Eons by me, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas, or Mirror Christmas, by Their Dead Jim on the forums. So those are the new ones that they've done since the Foundry's come back online.
Yeah, then they usually...
Something amusing. All of the guys wandering the hallways are wearing Odyssey variants.
Well, they're just stock Federation groups.
Well, the interesting thing about it, though, is that some of them are different color than the others.
Yeah, that's part of the base mobs. The different color ones are going to be some medical officers. So those are all cryptic choices.
They follow the guidelines that Thomas set down back when they introduced the Odyssey uniforms.
Yeah,
I'm sure I have that PDF still somewhere. So all right.
Well, it's in the guide section on the website.
Yeah. So we're back to doing regular episodes here since the Foundry is back and we'll be out of the holiday season here. So back at our regular time next week. And Dragoon, if you want to put up our contact info.
Okay, hang on a sec. All right, we can be reached by email at foundryroundtable@live.com. We are also on Twitter at Foundry Roundtab. Drogan can be reached at Drogan1701. Duncan can be reached at Gorgonops_SSF. Mark can be reached at Markhawkman. And I, of course, can be reached at Greendragoon.
All right, well, until next time, we will say log the findings.
Right?
Good night.
Good night.
You know,